Hi everyone! I was thinking the other day about what videos I could do next, and I came up with this idea of doing a bit of a series of videos, and the theme would be one thing you should know about me. So it'll be several short videos instead of one long one. I might do a long one in the end, I don't know. So welcome to my first one thing you should know about me video. And this one thing you should know about me is that I love books, I love to read, and I love to write. So this is some of my book collection behind me. It's quite colourful. I have loved reading since I was quite young. My mum was trying to read me The Magic Faraway Tree, and I insisted that I read it to her. And ever since then, I've kind of just loved reading. I guess I'm not the most social person, so reading is something that I do quite a lot, and I really enjoy it. I've been lucky with a lot of my studies in high school as well as university to read a lot of great books, a lot of classics, as well as some other fantastic novels. It's kind of opened my eyes to more and more great literature. And some of them have included George Orwell's 1984, Patrick Süskind's Perfume, as well as Pigeon, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's a story that I believe everyone knows or knows of, but the actual story itself, the book, is fantastic. I had to read a really creepy one by Franz Kafka called Metamorphosis, but it had one of the best morals throughout it that was really, really strong, and I found myself reading it really fast. I love that sometimes through studies you'll be prescribed to read a story that you probably would never pick up yourself, but when you do, you're like, wow, I can't believe I never thought to read this before, and I'm so glad that I had to read it. So some of my favourite authors outside of prescribed reading have been Candace Bushnell. I never actually read Sex and the City because I couldn't really get into it as much as I've loved the TV series, but she does one called One Fifth Avenue, which I loved to pieces, and Lipstick Jungle I read before they even optioned it as a TV series, and it was a really good book. And then last summer I also read The Carrier Diaries and Summer in the City, and they were fantastic. I keep saying fantastic, but I don't know, I loved them a lot and I read them really quickly. Another book that I've loved is F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby. Last summer was a really good summer for reading for me. I also read The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I'm not sure how to pronounce Stephen's last name, but I love that story so much. I actually read it after the movie, and for some reason it worked. You know, normally they say read the book, don't see the film, it's so much better. Or like the book is so much better and the film was just not up to standard, but this way around somehow worked really well for me. So when I watched the movie, it's kind of a funny story. I watched it at like 11 or 12 at night, and it was just silent in my house, and it was like the perfect movie to watch. Have you ever had that before? Like when you just don't know what to watch and all of a sudden you come across this film and you're like, wow, that was just the perfect thing for me to watch right now. Sometimes it happens with music too, I guess. It's kind of really weird when that happens, and I just love it so much. Then I found out that it was also a novel by Ned Vizzini, and I couldn't find it in a bookstore in Australia, so I went on to bookdepository.com and I found it in England as a new paperback, so went out and bought that. And by went out, I mean it was on my computer, and clicked buy it now. Do it. So I've yet to read it. It's still lovely and new, and it got to me in really good condition as well. It came all the way from Gloucester. I don't know if I'm ever going to read all the books that I want to in my lifetime. It's kind of sad. I bought the first Harry Potter at the end of my grade 6. I was late into the Harry Potter fandom, so I got the one with the stars on it, and I always kind of hated this cover. I tracked down an original cover, which I haven't actually read, but I've got just because I wanted the original. Yeah, I'm a book nerd and I'm okay with that. I don't know. I like the smell of books. I did kind of ruin my eyes reading in the dark when I was younger, so I now have to have reading glasses. I feel like a big dork when I wear them, so I don't wear them as often as I should, and I now cannot see the camera properly, so if I'm kind of not focusing, that's why. But that's all for this video, so I hope you enjoyed me rambling on about books and my love for them. I'm sure I've missed some authors and books that I absolutely love. Please give this video a like if you liked it. It always makes me super happy. As I said, I'll be releasing some of these kind of shorter videos about one thing you should know about me throughout the weeks to come, so subscribe if you want to see more of these and you'll be notified of when I upload them. But that's it for now, so see you next time. Bye! So it'll be several short... You probably... Yeah, I almost did hat and then had to. It sounded like hat.